Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I'm in a town called Douglasville, Georgia, checking out the case of 4 family members killed by one of their own. So I'm going to show you guys the house where it happened, and then kind of walk around and show you guys the neighborhood. On February 7th, 2015, a guy by the name of Cedric Prather Jr. went to the home of his ex-wife named Latoya Andrews. Latoya was 33 years old at the time, and Latoya was actually dating a new guy, her boyfriend, named Joseph Terry Brown, who was also 33, and living with them was several of Joseph Brown's kids, as well as several of Latoya's kids, and a couple other kids that were kind of shared joint custody between Latoya and Cedric. So again, it was kind of a pretty big household full of mixed children from varying partners, etc. And so on that day, on February 7th, Cedric actually went to their home, went inside and opened fire on everyone he saw. He ended up killing Latoya, also killing her new boyfriend, Joseph Brown, as well as 2 of his own children. Their names were London, who was 7, and Jeremiah, who was 9. He also shot at several of the other children, but they all survived. Cedric and Latoya had been married for 11 years, and they had been divorced for about 5 years. Cedric was upset, had some arguments with Latoya, and were arguing about child support. For whatever reason, he decided that his one outcome was just to kill everyone, I guess in order to not have to do any child payments. Cedric actually ended up committing suicide there at the home as well. Some neighbors heard gunshots within a few minutes of Cedric's arrival, and they of course called 911. Another witness told police that they heard one of the children who had ran outside pleading with her father, Cedric, to not shoot. She was heard saying, "Please, Daddy, don't shoot." Cedric used a .45 caliber handgun on all the victims, as well as on himself. Where that tragic event took place, we're going to be walking up to it pretty shortly here, a little bit outside Atlanta in a town called Douglasville. And the street where all this happened at is Willow Tree Circle, and the address is 3640. Some of you have said, how come you give out the address of where all these murders happen? And there's many reasons. One, it kind of ties the story together. That way you know where it happened. If you're in the area, you can always pay your respects, or just want to see where it happened, you can find it. But also, it's public record. Many of these houses where these events have taken place, the address is right there in the article. Or if it's not, then it's pretty easily found through just searching through online or Google. So, unless there's like family members who are still living there, then I try to avoid giving addresses out. But all right, guys, so the house where that all happened, where Latoya lived with her boyfriend and the kids, where they were all murdered at, is right here. This kind of beige yellow type house, again 3640. Just a absolutely tragic case that really did not need to happen. If you're upset about your wife moving on and having to pay child support, you should really just man up and do what you need to do to move on with your life. And instead, he chose the selfish option, and of course the temporary option. I think I've heard the quote about where someone choosing a permanent solution to a temporary problem. In other words, if you commit suicide, you're essentially, you found a solution, but it's a permanent solution, and you can't come back from that. Whatever problems you had in life, those are only temporary. You can always try to fix them or improve yourself, but killing yourself is a permanent ending. You can't come back from it. This whole video I've been followed by all these random neighborhood dogs. thankfully they've all been pretty friendly, but oh man. Anyway guys, I've got a couple more videos coming around from Atlanta area, so stay tuned for those. And after that, we got some interesting secret locations. You're not gonna want to miss them, so stick around on my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Hi puppies, go home. Go home.